Hey everyone. Well, as you all know, the Sharks got blown out 7-3. Really pointless goal at the end, but it's whatever right now. Going on to this game, this was pretty much domination on all cylinders and aspects. Sharks, they kind of just packed it in near that third period. It was just kind of, I don't know if they quit, but there's just some real bad depth issues on this team. The Sharks played right into the Canucks strategy. First period, very entertaining. It was as good as you can get because Logan Couture has a nice, pretty goal. Good assist by Danny Heatley. They're up 1-0. Great power play. Then Daniel Sedin scores on his own power play, and they tie it up. Very well executed pass. And then boom, another goal. Rafi Torres, he perfectly pushes off Joe Pavelski and gets a goal there. So, and there's just two fast goals. You're thinking, oh man, this defense is horrible. And then later, Patrick Marleau pushes and kind of shoves one in. Roberto Luongo lets a weak one in the goal, and it's tied 2-all the power play. But the second period, it's almost as if they were trying to pack it in. At least we didn't see a whole lot of shots. You might say the Sharks didn't show up. I think really it's just the Canucks were the better team. The personnel, the skaters, they have much better skaters than us, and I don't know what the Sharks can do about this when you have a much better team you're playing, and all you can do is play with more heart and show you're desperate. But it sounds like the Canucks are not letting the guard down. Kevin Bieksa scores on an eventual transition goal, going to. It was a transition goal basically. Kevin Bieksa wide open shot goes through Niemi. It's 3-2, and then there's some. Patrick Marleau gets in a fight. He's frustrated. Something's messed up when he gets into a fight because he never gets into a fight. Those of you who know, it just isn't very common. And then Ben Eager takes a dumb penalty of boarding. The Sharks just can't get out of the penalty box, and they can't do a thing 5-on-5. You know, in my realist eyes, this series really is over as a realist. I don't know what to say. This team just can't score 5-on-5 against these guys. Canucks embarrassed them in that third period. They call it a rout, whatever word you want to use. Very well executed screen, I think by Burrows. I think Higgins scored and that one goal, and then Sedin scores later. Ben Eager is just taking some dumb penalties. The fourth line is awful, just awful. We don't have that same fourth line that we had in the near the second half of the year, and it wasn't looking good. Just some more goals were let in. I think Rome and then Mason Raymond lets one in. And then Eager gets a pointless goal. But I know all the puns are coming on television. Ben Eager and his name being too eager. Just taking these bad penalties. The defense was a letdown. I mean, Antti Niemi could only do what he could, but obviously it's just I know the stats don't look good for him. But the Sharks just can't get past their Vancouver skaters. There's no more telling about more than that. Just the skaters are blocking shots. The Sharks could not create their own shots. There's not much more you can say than that. The Canucks dominated this game after the first period. First period was pretty even, but after that, the Canucks had the puck more. They were controlling it. They were really just letting San Jose play right into their game. And I know there's that thing in nature, the orca eats a great white shark. Well, it's living up to the hype. It really is. There's just no matchup, pound for pound, with these two skaters going at each other. The only thing optimistic we can say is that Roberto Luongo is vulnerable. He could let in a real weak goal like he did to Patrick Marleau when he failed to squeeze his legs in the back, and it happened to go past the line. But other than that, this is just dominated two games. I don't know what this team can do. Just when the Canucks are just dominating on all cylinders and all aspects of this game. Sharks couldn't get out of the penalty box. The Sharks could not score 5-on-5. I mean, there's not much more you can say than that. So they go out to San Jose for Game 5 on Friday. Just show some heart. That's all you can say. Just got to take things one game at a time. But it's not looking good, and I'm not really optimistic about it. But unless they win the 2 games at home, I don't see it. Just they say the series hasn't started until the home team loses, and I know that's true, but this team is just getting dominated, just dominated, and the skaters are just playing out of their mind for Vancouver. So props to the Canucks tonight. It's definitely not looking good for San Jose. We'll see you guys on Friday, but they're gonna need to show some heart. They're gonna have to play some better defense, work on fundamentals, and Ben Eager needs to be out of this lineup. He's awful, just awful looking out there. I don't know who would put in, maybe Jamie McGinn or something, but there's really just no depth on the Sharks team. They're not playing up to the abilities they could, and the Canucks are just frustrating them on all aspects. So we'll see you guys later. Go Sharks, but it's not looking good. See you all later.